got away with it is kind of crazy, and then you still don't get punished, which is again crazy.
Yeah, I think
But
I
yeah,
told I told Neku this, but they gamble a lot on risky plays, which works out sometimes, but it's also
it
like,
doesn't.
yeah, it's just risky.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Uh, in this game, you really do have to take risks uh, in order to properly not play the game, but if you want to actually win, you really do have to be the one to push. It's a really aggressive game, especially in the middle that it's in right now. So risky plays like this is fine. Just make sure you do it at the right time so that you don't instantly explode if the risk goes wrong.
Yeah, yeah,
I know they're not here, but
yeah, yeah. I'm still recording so they can see you. But yeah.
yeah. Okay. So you guys are holding. I don't like this Zuka. So after the Bria gets popped, uh, Ivy, you're secluded from the rest of your team, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you either want to call for help, like this carbon could come this way and help you. You can see the cursor, right?
Yeah, we can see the
I can
cursor.
see it.
Yeah.
Okay. So the carbon could come through this way and help you with this fight, or you could jump out, like jump to the backline, jump to your base, because this is a really dangerous position. If they collapse on this faster, you're most definitely dead. But
Mm.
they didn't.
Yeah, the fact that I got out of there is beyond me.
Yeah. And then this Zuka. Like the first shot's good, it pulls these two off. This one is okay at best. I see what they're going for, but it's not really worth it. You really want to get a pick with Zuka, especially on enemy breakouts, because then it forces all momentum to be stopped, and it goes back into neutral basically. So you want to pick an enemy that you can pick off, and then pop Zuka. Like this first shot was good. It held two of them back off. After that, you want to rotate right and see if you can get a pick on this. You I didn't see the last shot. First shot, second shot, third shot. Okay, so there were two shots that were used here. You really only need to use one here. You're not. Zuka is dumb, yes, but you still want to get guaranteed picks. So, and then the fact that there's two pushing here, yeah, you should just turn around and shot these guys.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Good pick. Ow.
Yeah.
Good strikes. This first one is but then these two gets the carbon right in, and yeah, that gets two, and the last one jumps out. Good defense. The only real death is Zuka death, which unfortunate happens. For this hold though, if I remember correctly, one thing you guys wanted to work on was better positioning. Yeah.
Yeah.
So especially on zones, you want to think about where the enemies want to break out from, right? On this map, the enemies are going to try and get the islands here, this drop here, and snipe. Well, this is snipe, but like this plat area.
Mm.
Looking at their comp, their main breakout is Zuka and Bria, mostly Zuka. So Zuka, the only the only real good place Zuka can be popped from on breakout is from this angle, because if you're here, even if you clear this side, you need to clear this side to get your teammates in. Unless you want to full send this way, which is not recommended.
I see.
So you know that the shot's going to be on this side, and machine is either going to be around here or here, throwing fizzies so you can know the location. So First off, you want the carbon to be here, so they can shark this ledge, and if anyone gets too close, they can pick them off.
Mm.
Secondly, you want 2 people on this side. This side is going to be the side that's going to have more fights, because the shot's going to pop Zuka from this side, and with the Zuka getting popped, the enemies are going to flood in from this side. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So, the Splash is painting this side right now, or was. Yeah, painting left side, painting left side, painting left side. But that could have been done all this non-painted area.
Okay.
It's like you're doing the right thing and getting your special and getting paint covers on the map, but you can do that while also being pressured into enemies by painting this side. Does that make sense?
Mhm.
Yeah. So then you see how these guys are just able to just come in here quickly.
Yeah.
You want to be able to stop that before this happens.
Mhm.
They pop strikes and then they walked in. You want to make them fight for game. You want to make them fight to get any space. So if you had stayed like here and then popped crab, these guys would have still been backed up.
Okay.
Yeah, exactly what you did here. This is very good. Nice. So this was really good. They saw the splash and started chasing after it. So then the carbon took advantage of it and just started wanking on them. This crab is
Oh, yeah.
yeah. Don't pop specials after a fight, unless it's cooler. But unfortunate death. But yeah, the carbon death plus the crabbing use means that the only special you'll have to fight is strikes, which stalls but doesn't exactly get picks unless you use it to get someone in. But okay, one dice to strikes and one's here, and the other 2 are here. Okay. So strikes gets popped on left side, and there's three of you guys will take left side. Someone needs to stay on the right.
Mhm.
Like, like I said before, like you want to make sure they have to fight in order to take space.
Okay. So it sounds like we should be spread out more.
Yeah.
Okay.
You guys, like, you see how you clumped up you guys are? Like,
Yeah. Is
I
that
don't see the
something you
spawn.
kind of just like fix with callouts too, or is that like just one area someone's kind of playing there most of the game, or?
It can be both. I've been on teams where we make set plans for each map mode and each situation of the game, and then we stick to that for the most part. The team I'm on right now, we change how we play depending on who we fight. So it's just talking with each other mid game and making sure we all know where we need to go.
Mhm.
And for example, uh, let's say here, after the carbon goes down. So the carbon goes down. You see this shot trying to move up on the right side. Uh, so if I was in the situation and I was playing the shot, I would say, okay, I'm going to be watching right side. The shot dropped here. I'm not going to be taking fights. I'm just going to stall. So then my teammates know, okay, one person is watching the right side. If there's someone that's pushing right, they will call it out. And if they do, I'll go help them. But until they do, I'm going to be watching some other part of the map so that they can't sneak around. So then, if I was a splash, I'll be like here, so I don't get sniped by this charger, and just throwing bursts and throwing paint down on this plot, pressuring this area. And if I was a sniper, I would just be getting cooler. Very,
Okay.
very interactive weapon right here. I'm sorry. But does that answer your question?
Yeah, I
think
think
that helps.
the way we've done it, we haven't done too much pre-planning. It's mostly I'm not in this game, but it's usually me or Nico that are shot calling for our team.
Mm.
I think what I'll do is I'm watching this left drop, someone else watch the right. That's
Yeah.
what I've defaulted to. I can get more specific, but yeah.
Yeah, that's good. That's where you want to start.
Yeah. And so for Mahi, I know you said the islands are what you want to push out from. I haven't really considered that on Mahi. So I guess that's something we should also do on our end. I think you might see it
Yeah.
later. We get locked out, and I think that's part of the reason why. But yeah.
Okay. Sorry. Which weapon do you play?
I play sword and blasters, and I
Okay.
think I also sometimes play bucket, but
Okay.
yeah.
Which sword?
V sword. Although I'm more comfortable on
Oh,
V sword, but I can do Neo sword as well.
Okay, so you play Stamper.
Yeah. Oh,
Okay.
yeah. Stamper. I mean Stamper. Yeah.
Okay. So on this, would you play Neo Stamper on this if you were to play?
I think it could work. I haven't tried it. I think I was brainstorming with Cal on this, but if I went Neo Stamper, while we had a pencil, we're down 2 bombs, which I don't know if it's a big deal or not. But that was something I was thinking about.
Okay.
Yeah. But
My
if
philosophy
Nico
on-
or Ivy subs out, I think I could replace them with a Neo sword. That is a possibility, I think. But yeah.
Okay. My philosophy on bombs is weird because my team runs 1-0 bombs usually.
Oh, interesting.
So it's don't take my word fully on it, but I do think 2 bombs is enough.
Okay.
But if you were to play Neo Sniper for the crab, you want to pop the crab from islands. What I said about Zuka, Zuka wants to be popped from this side. It goes the same way for crab. You want to clear this left side before you clear the right side. If you have a weapon that can flank a lot, like a Viper or a Tetris, they will drop right while everyone else goes left. But otherwise, you really want to focus on getting this side control first. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. Also, how often do you guys VOD review? You say you don't do pre-planning too often.
We're still a new team. We started January.
Oh, okay.
I'm the only one who had previous comp Splatoon experience. Everyone else here is pretty new. But yeah, I wanted to add VOD reviewing to our into our practices because I know it's good for us to look back on what we did wrong and all that. But yeah, that's also why you're here because I need another set of eyes because I'm not amazing at the game. But yeah.
Just out of curiosity, what you said you have past comp experience. What teams?
I think my most notable was Checkmate. They were a Div 8 team.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was on that team for a while. We disbanded. I was on one other team, and then I decided just to join this team. So that's where I am right now.
Yeah. Okay. I was just curious.
Yeah, no problem.
Okay. Continuing on, if there's any questions, just feel free to pop up and ask. Okay. So strikes gets pop. This one. Good help on this. Fine trade. Wait. What's happening to Carbon? Striking, pops up. This is on charger. Ghost help on the fight. Okay, what the heck? So this carbon should have killed this machine. Definitely. Absolutely killed this charger. Misses both. Helps the fight on this one and escapes. Like, it works out, but at the same time, it's very questionable.
It might have just been technical error on their part.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is.
I think-
You can see that the flick misses, and they're like, "Oh crap! I need to get out of here." And then it just happens to run into this guy that burst bombs them. But yeah, good job on recognizing that and just getting the zone back while this is happening. And then yeah, they don't have the numbers or specials to properly break out, so you guys have time to come back. Like that works out in your favor, but that could have been a lot cleaner. So starting no, that's okay. Starting here, once the carbon gets back, clump up here. We talked about that. These strikes needed to go out earlier. You had it for like 15 seconds. You get 316. They still don't have specials yet. They got strikes. As soon as you see them pop strikes, you want to pop strikes.
Mm.
The way countering specials works in this game is specials are strong, right? So you want to have, if the enemies pop one special, you want to pop yours as well, so you can counter what they want to do. So if they pop strikes and you pop strikes, it's basically even, because they pop strikes to get you guys out, you pop strikes to get them out. So then neither team can move up. Does that make sense?
So it's just like a stalemate.
Yeah. Which
Good for us while we're winning.
exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
That's exactly why you want to do it.
I see. So you're basically
So-
just trading specials.
Yes.
Okay. And that's what you want because it wastes enemy resources and since you have control of the zone, you're winning. So okay.
Yes,
yeah,
exactly.
I get it.
So then, that's why the strikes are kind of, like it gets one pick, but it really just gets control of this area, which it isn't enough to cap zone anyways, and doesn't really help any fights. So you want to just throw it when they pop. When they pop it. After this is really risky. The splot's taking a 1v1, the carbon's taking a 1v2. It just so happens that this works out because the carbon just runs away from the chew. But this could have been the splash going down and the carbon also going down, which would have left the pencil alone. Which pencil isn't going to be able to win the 1v3. So this could have been really bad. So just be careful of taking 1v1s. Like you see the sap and you go for it, but
Yeah.
you're already a man down, so it's kind of risky to go for it. Does that make sense?
I think I got excited because I saw the jump and I was
Yeah.
like, oh wait, they just landed. But yeah, I probably
Yeah.
could have played that safer.
Do you guys know about the? Well, I guess I should just say it. In this game, it's a team game, right? So the game revolves around team fights instead of 1v1s. There's a pretty common saying: "Good players wins
Players
1v1s,
win 1v1s, and better players
play
win 2v1s.
Yep,
Mhm.
exactly. So you want to make sure you follow that through.
Yeah, I think
It really does.
I did
Go
say
ahead.
this early on, and we have gotten better at doing that. I think it's what I'm noticing now is that we tend to clump up when we shouldn't, and we're alone when we also shouldn't be. So, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
I think that gets really clear when enemies pop special and when you guys go a member down.
Okay.
Right. I'll stop in future when it happens, but like right now, it's like the shot's down, the shots come back up, and it's technically a 3v3 right now, because the shot's still respawning. You can see him right here, but still, they respawn faster than your team shot, so it's going to be a disadvantage. So you really don't want to be taking fights right now. Which, yeah, it works out. So you guys keep zone. Yeah. This is a fine crab. Do you know why?
Is it because it's fighting that plat, so they're all forced onto the right?
Yes. And also, they pop Booyah. You same concept as trading strikes. You're trading a crab for a Booyah.
Mhm.
So that's why it's fine. Now, this crab is fine. You need someone on. You need some people over here. Like the carbon's here, but the carbon can't fight alone because again the team fight aspect of the game. So Ivy should be on the red side, helping the fight. Since the crab's getting popped on the left, they're not going to be on the left side, they're going to be on the right. So you want to rotate right and try to help the fight for whenever it happens. Does that make sense?
Yeah. So you
Yeah.
want to be where you think they're going to be after the special is
Yeah.
popped. All right, gotcha.
So crab is often used to funnel enemies into an area because it's like 8 seconds of constant fire rate with if you get hit, there's a high chance you die. It's pretty dang strong with just holding an area. So if a crab is shooting somewhere, the enemies are not going to want to be in that area. So in this case, since the crab is shooting here, enemies are going to back up and not be irrelevant to the fight, or they're going to go this side and fight from here, right? Since this is the only place they can go. So you know that if there's going to be a fight, it's going to be on this side. So you want to start rotating as soon as the crowd gets spawned. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Okay.
Like I'm pretty sure you did just jump in. Okay, no, never mind. Yeah. Same thing here about the Zuka again. You're Zuking a Booyah. If you're going to Zuka a Booyah, do it sooner because the Booyah finished before you finish popping Zuka, so they just got to live. And how did the carbon die? Did you guys
I think it was Azuka.
Bazooka.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ow.
Yep.
Oh, Chip.
Yeah.
Indirects. Ugh.
Yeah. Okay. So when I look at this, I see a big patch of enemy ink on this side, and there's going to be one player on the left side. I wouldn't be here. Especially if you're a man down, you don't want to die. It's why you don't want to take fights when you're a man down, because if you die, then you get staggered, and then it's a whole mess from there. So I would just throw a bomb and start retreating to the left side, so that you can pair up with the splash to stay alive and fight this guy if he drops. Does that make sense?
Mm.
And for the pencil, I also wouldn't stay here because if Ivy backs up, then the next person in line to be killed is you because they're going to be flooding in from the right. So back up to the plat and have some paint behind you so that you can back up if they try to kill you still.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. Here. Yep. Nice backup. But yeah, you see how Machine is trying to kill you. Yeah, nice jump out. This is a really risky jump. I'm surprised they got away with it. Nice pick, but yeah. Okay.
I think this is when the stagger started.
Yeah, it's kind of what I'm seeing.
Mhm.
Like, person goes down, person jumps in. That's one for one. One person jumps out. Person stays in. Person stays in. And then it wins the fight, but both of them are weak. One gets shot by Charger, one gets shot by one of these two. I don't know which one. And now now the splash respawn and the pencils back up getting set up. It's very staggered already.
Mhm.
So okay. So first off, don't jump in here. When you jumped in, it was like around here. You see that this guy is shooting at the splash, which means that if the splash dies, the high chance you will also die. So you don't want to jump in. In this case, the shot doesn't see the jump, so you get to stay alive. But in general, don't do it. But after you jump, you don't want to take fights here. Uh, if the enemies don't realize that there's an enemy, yeah. If the enemies don't realize that you're behind them, it's a really strong advantage to have because you get to surprise kill them. So you sh- you shouldn't have taken the fight anyways here, but even the shot did take the fight, the carbon should have just stayed back here and sharked. So then on retake, when the enemies are just all of them are looking forward, the carbon can come from behind and kill them all.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, yeah.
So if as soon as you saw a carbon hiding here, your priority was to jump out and stay alive, because uh, even though the carbon is going to be behind them, you still need specials to break out.
Mm.
So you wanted to just stay alive. But yeah, okay. So you basically went 3 down. How do you reset? Pool gets popped. Aggressive crab. Yeah, good crab. Very good crab. But yeah, trading specials. Okay. So same thing about what I talked about taking space. Well, not taking space, but moving to the areas where enemies will want to go once the crab gets popped. On retake, when crab gets popped, you want to go in where the crab is shooting.
I
Because
see. Yeah.
yeah,
So that way the
because
crab can protect you while you're retaking.
exactly.
Okay. So it's like the opposite for when you're retaking.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
because on retake you want to reclaim space, while on holds you want to hold space.
I see.
So if you go in where the enemies are going to go, you're not going to have enough space to properly take a fight. But if you go in where the crab's shooting, you have backup fire and free paint that you can move in. Does that make sense?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So you want to go in from the left side, since the crab's on the left side, and then get to pick on this zap while there's a giant tank shooting from behind you.
Yeah.
And also, make sure to take advantage of the time that the crab has. Like the booyah took some of it out, but it's still should have been more than enough to take some control of left side. Which, yeah, you guys do end up getting, but after both crab and strikes gets popped, you guys get one pick. Specials are really important in this game, and if you pop them, you want to make sure you get mileage out of them. And most of the time, mileage means picks. So yes, getting this pick with the special is good, but if you had been able to save the special to clear this side, that would have been better. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Like this isn't bad by any means though. So good job.
This is not bad. It just could have been better.
Better, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
same thing about the Zuka as last time, so I'm not going to just go over
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
Yeah. 1v1, 1v3. Yeah, trades out. So do any of you guys have a background in other games?
I've played like Overwatch and a lot of different comp shooters like CS:GO, but
Okay.
yeah.
No.
Nope.
I play fighting games though, but that's
Yeah,
one v
that's good.
one.
That's good. That's good.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Which ones?
I played Smash Bros too. I think Justin
Okay.
also played Smash.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Same.
Oh, so you guys have like a Smash team. Don't worry, I am too. I have a background on Smash as well. So okay.
Nice,
So
nice.
uh, how have you? How should I explain this? Have you guys watched like a top level video before of Splatoon?
At least not together. No,
Plenty of
we haven't.
times.
But
Yeah,
Yeah, I've seen it on my own time as well.
yeah,
Okay.
but not
I
together as a
watched
team.
Moonlight and Jackpot play.
Yeah. Okay. What do you guys hear when they talk?
They're usually saying things like, "Oh, I'll go in on this tent shield," or things like that, or
Exactly.
I'm setting up beacons, or I'm behind them,
Yeah.
like I'm distracting too.
We hear directions. Yeah.
Exactly. That's the big thing. So
Yeah.
you want to make sure you're saying what you're doing and what you want to do. Like, I need help here against this thing. Okay, I'm coming to help you. Then that's like amazing communication, because then your teammates know that you're in the fight and you need help against this thing at this location, and the person that's fighting uh, then knows that they're going to get help, so they have to stay alive so then they can take the 2v1. Does that make sense?
Yes.
So
I've been trying to work on shot calling and integrating it into our team because I was learning like how to shot call in my past team, but we disbanded before I really got to learn it, I think. But
yeah.
I knew it was important. I kind of knew like what it was, the general idea, but I didn't really know how to implement it. So yeah, But this is good. I like this. Yeah.
Yeah. So shot calling is important, but it's not as important in Splatoon as in other games because it moves so fast. Everyone on the team has to be able to think for themselves and communicate properly, like almost as a semi-shot caller.
Mhm.
Like there should still be one person who's like the main shot caller. Most teams do have that, but it's not as necessary as other games.
Okay.
So like, why don't you show this? Uh, See how you're here, you see the machine, and this is what I want to show. The carbon was right beside you, but you both took separate fights. You went to the machine, the carbon went to the zap and charger. If there was proper communication, you guys would have been able to decide on which fight to take, which should have been the machine because they're separated, whereas these guys are pumped up.
They're together.
Yeah. So,
Mm.
like around here, I would start calling this is machine on right. I need help, and then the carbon already rotates, and then carbon says, "Okay, I'm with you." Then you guys take the fight on the machine. That's how like team fights happen in this game at a basic level. But I'll be honest, getting to that basic level in this game is stupidly difficult. It took me 2 years. So, like, it's something to just know and be aware of. It's not something that will happen anytime soon, probably.
Yeah.
Does
It's
that make
just
sense?
Splatoon's so fast. It's hard.
Yes,
Yeah.
it's so fast. Like I've dabbled around in Valorant and CS:GO. I get to think so much more.
Yeah.
That's a thinking
It's-
game.
Honestly.
Whereas I'm like, okay, this guy's. I'm like, let's in this like, let's say I'm in this position. Okay, there's a machine over here that's fighting me. There's a target over there, so I can't stay in this sideline. I can each paint my feet so I don't get I don't get stuck in ink. I might be close to specials. I need to make sure I stay alive. I don't know how close the special's going to be for coolers. So I need to stay alive for that as well.
Yeah.
There's just so much. So
The time to kill is really low too. Like playing Overwatch, there's like characters with like 600 health, and so it's like, and there's
yeah,
shields and everything too, and like,
yeah, it takes forever to kill tanks.
yeah, and so it's like, I don't know, playing this game, it's like if you slip up for like a second, you could be dead.
Yeah, like, do any of you guys know how quickly a shot can kill?
It is definitely
shots.
less than a
3
second.
shots.
It's
But
12
I'm-
frames.
Yeah.
12
So it's
frames.
even
we're
less than
talking
half a
frames. We're
second.
talking frame
Yeah.
rates. Okay.
Yeah.
All
So
right.
that's
12
and
freaking points.
Splatoon's 60 frames per second, so that's like
Mm.
just about a tenth of a
It's 1
second.
second.
Yeah.
Like, it's super fast. So, one small mistake in what you're thinking about and you're dead. So, I'm not saying that you guys should be doing this or should be able to do this. I'm just saying to be aware of what it should look like and start working towards it, obviously, but you're probably not going to be able to do this soon. That's just the reality of how the game is. You guys just started, so
Mhm.
just something to
Yeah.
work
I think it's
towards, if that makes
something
any
good
sense.
to keep in the back of our minds
Yeah,
while we work on other stuff.
yeah. It shouldn't be your primary goal. It should be something like, oh, I could have done this in this situation. I recognize this. Is
Yeah.
all it's all I really wanted to make you guys aware of it. That's what I want.
Hey, thank you.
Mm.
Yeah. Okay. Continuing on. But yeah. 3 down, separate fights happens. Risky jump. Honestly, staying here is also risky because you have no teammates in front of you and there's just a sea of enemy ink.
Yeah.
There's like no paint around you, Kyle.
And risky jump, takes fight, very risky, stays alive somehow. Jumps in, very risky, stays alive somehow. Oh, you guys are pumped. Ah, yes. Now the AoE weapon will pop the AoE special. Like, it's very risky.
This was a very
Uh,
scuffed fight. I remember watching this while I
Yeah.
was spectating.
Like, this pick on the shot is very important, and it probably shouldn't have happened. But the fact that you got the pick means that there's there's just a gaping hole in the middle now, because none of these guys wants to fight a carbon up front. So then the carbon is able to stay alive for a good bit, and cause a huge distraction. While that's happening, there's a crab going on that gets stopped by the booyah, and then strikes gets popped to create more chaos with the carbon, and then crab's still going on. The pencil gets picked on the zap, so then this whole left side is free because there's 2 people looking at the carbon right now. Like, the carbon got away with a lot in this engagement. Like, jumping in here shouldn't have worked. Getting this pick on the shot shouldn't have worked. Staying alive here shouldn't have worked. But the fact that it did got you guys so much mileage. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
The carbon is a huge distraction on any team because of its kill potential and how threatening it is. So these 2 just freeze up and don't want to move up. So then you guys are able to take space where the carbon is just staying alive. This is, I don't know if you guys know this, I'm just going to cover it. This is called skirmishing. It's where a player just forces enemies to look at them and take attention away from something that's more important to the game.
Mm.
it's usually described as starting a fight, doesn't win it, but doesn't lose it,
Okay.
which is exactly what the carbon is doing. They're just wasting their time.
Yeah.
So this is a very good play from the carbon, even though they shouldn't have gone away with it. But yeah. So good retake. And then one of you guys should paint this side. Or even the pencil should just paint this. Since this is the way you guys are going to back up once the enemies are going to push, you want to make sure it's painted so you don't have to waste time painting this up when they're about to push. It probably should be the pencil since you can reach all this. But yeah. And then similar thing as before about holding. Ow, that's a bomb. Unfortunate. Anyways, you want to make sure someone is on the left side, 2 people on the right, or even just 1 person in the middle so that they can rotate to whichever side needs help. You don't want 2 people on the left side though. Strikes. Carbon is behind them. Doesn't force it. Okay. Where is this? Okay. There it is. This one. Yeah. Okay. So let's start from here. This should have been a pick. Right. This machine jumps on this grace to this bunker area. The carbon can hit that from below. So this should have been a pick. From on the other side, it's what I was talking about before. Like, make sure you have an escape route behind you. You take a while to move around here. So this shot could have pushed you, but they decided to focus on teamfight instead. So you get to survive, but
Okay.
See how much paint they have here. The carbon should they kind of got caught out here because of the booyah, but they should have gotten the pick on the machine so that they could have holding space on the right side while you guys try to step back up on the left side. Risky jump, but gets one with Tazuka, trades with the Zap. T-Tuck dead. How did they die? Bomb. Hopefully. But you guys are 2 down. You should back up. What the heck? What was that?
No, interesting.
Anyway,
New movement tech.
the enemies know that you're here, so this is a really risky position to be in because you don't have an escape route. So you should just back up and wait for your teammates to respawn. Get crab since you already do have crab. So just wait until your teammates respawn so that you guys can go back in together. You don't want to be taking fights, especially since you have special. So you want to make sure you're safe as possible.
Okay.
Yeah. Very risky jump. Incredibly lucky that the pencil was here to support it. Nice job.
Oh, that reminds me. I remember advice I was given on my last team was when you're playing with a charger player, and I also assume it applies to the pencil, you want to stay within their line of sight.
Yes.
Yeah. So that's why the pick happened there, because the pencil was watching you. Or you as in the person that's not here. But
yeah. One point with charger, I feel like you guys can understand this. Seeing the charger's laser pointing at you is scary.
Yeah.
That alone is pressure. So just being able to play around that laser is very, very strong. I've had a couple times on my team where my charger player will just point at a player and just hold that and then just shoot the shot, and it's like, oh, okay, that's not gonna hit. But then the laser is back and they're just pointing at them. And while that's happening, my roller teammate is just swimming through the ink, and then just going to the exact player that the laser pointer is pointing at because they know where they are.
Oh.
Like it's scary. The the laser pointer of a charger, you should always be aware of it, even if it's on the other team or on your team.
Hmm.
Okay. So, Carbon Pop Bazooka, guess kill for it. Don't panic Pop Bazooka most of the time. Graphics Pop. I feel like at this point you guys are kind of panicking because of the timer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's also what I noticed when watching. But
Yeah. Like at this point, you guys still have time. Even if you guys, even if the enemies do get lead, it's not an unwinnable amount of penalty points. So you guys should play slowly and for more control. This carbon play is very rushy. No teammates, no paint, no help, and dice. Unfortunate. Happens. This crab, similar thing. This one is all better because there's the shot to help out, but still kind of risky because this isn't a very good crab position because you don't really get a lot of good angles from it because of there's a unpaintable wall here, so it really restricts how much angles you have. It does get the pick on this guy, which is very important, but yeah, the crab was kind of rushed, so your teammates can't really help out with it too much, and you got away with it. But most of the time, you will die in that situation.
Mhm.
Just I guess the zap Mr. shot, or you out mechanic them, which good job, but don't rely on it.
Mhm.
And the carbon is doing carbon things.
Mhm.
I'm
Going off
surprised
on
they
their
flipped
own.
the zone there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like
But I think it's because they popped Booyah and they all backed up because they saw the carbon.
yeah, like I just wanted to show what like this carbon jumps in after this kill, paints a straight line towards enemy base, starts painting the zone. Like this guy should be dead. The charger should just a straight line. I wonder where the carbon is, and just shot them.
Mm.
But yeah, gets away with it, gets the zone with it. So it's overtime, baby. These strikes are kind of, eh?
I guess they're already backed up, so you should have struck
Yeah,
further in. Yeah.
yeah. Like, I'm assuming you wanted to just make sure you had the zone, but a bomb could have done the exact same thing these trash strikes did, which is not good because uh all these strikes are overlapping each other, so it's not really paying too much, anyways. If you're going to throw strikes overlapping, you want to make sure it's spaced out so that it paints more or longer. Otherwise, you want to make sure it's spread out so that it covers as much space as possible. And also the concept of trading strikes comes here again.
Mm-hmm.
Like it works out because they don't have anyone to follow up with. But if they did and you didn't have strikes to counter it, then they could have pushed back in with those strikes. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh,
Good pick on the charger.
Question. Is it better when we're defending the zone? Is it better to wait for them to pop the specials, or do you want to engage with the specials, with our specials?
Depends on the situation.
Okay.
If you have enough time to move up and get proper value out of the special, you should pop special. Like here it's not, you don't have enough time because the charger is already set up, and the way you want to go into their base, the charger is literally looking at it right now.
Mm-hmm.
But if let's say the charger is like here, the zap is here, and you have strikes, and you have someone that can go in with those strikes, then that's a good plan to pop strikes.
Okay.
Uh, As for when to pop, ideally you want to predict when the enemy is going to pop theirs and pop at the exact same time. But that's very hard and not consistent, so I wouldn't recommend it. But most of the time you want to pop it when they pop it.
Okay.
Does that answer the question?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. Let me know if it doesn't, because I have been told I overcomplicate some stuff. So
Okay.
bomb, crab triple, Jesus.
That was yeah. I think they just panicked on the other team's end.
Yeah, yeah. All of them funnel into this whole area. So yeah, crab just deletes all of it. Good job. Any questions from that game?
Not for me personally. I didn't play in that game, so it's not fresh in my mind. But yeah.
Understandable. Anyone else?
So with like the holding the right side, like I think we like sometimes swap positions of like who's holding that area, or like or sometimes like we might have our carbon in a different spot. Like, do we need weapons that paint on the right side, or is it more just like the threat of someone being there?
The threat is mostly what it is.
Hmm.
This map is very volatile. Because a carbon is really strong under this ledge, but a carbon is also really strong holding this area and sharking.
Mhm.
A shooter, like a T-Dex Splash, is strong here because they can throw bombs and keep paint on the left side, but they can also be strong on the right side because throwing bombs, keeping paint, and being able to fight quickly. So
Yeah.
it's mostly just who is most who's the most apt at being on that side, and is it working? If yes, keep it. If not, switch it.
Okay.
I think
On this map.
when I play on Mahi, I'm usually playing an AoE weapon, so I like sitting under the drop on the left.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
Okay, and I kind of noticed I also like love the left because my crab can like threaten that plat and funnel people off to the right. But I don't know. Are there like crab spots on the right that you would recommend? Like
On right.
yeah, because I sometimes feel like the high ground above me is really scary, but yeah,
Uh, which high ground?
or like the platform by the timer, or
Oh, the
yeah, like
islands.
I get
This.
or yeah,
Uh-huh.
I get really worried popping my crab there because I'm like, what if they get above me or things like that?
I would pop it here.
Mhm.
If you pop it here, you're kind of far away from islands enough that you can see where the enemies are,
Okay.
and it also restricts enemies from going to the side of. There's the cover here of the bunker,
Mhm.
but they can't really move up from it. So it's also it's really far back, so the enemies can't really take space because they
Mhm.
can't challenge the crowd because there's no cover here.
Okay.
Also, opening the map to seeing if there's any paint on the islands is very strong because then you don't have to worry about it. If there's no paint, you don't have to worry about it. If there is, you shoot one of the R shots
Mhm.
and just paint it. If there's an enemy here, they'll show up on the map because they're damaged. If there's not, you don't have to worry about it anymore.
Oh, okay.
You can also listen for the hit sound.
Yeah.
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 Okay.
Right. Anything else? Right. Let's go to the next game then. I will say, uh, I might not be able to cover the entire next game.
Yeah, that's okay.
I'm
I gave
yeah.
you that huge list because I wasn't sure how many you wanted, so I was like, I asked the team like which replays do you want. They gave me a bunch. I was like, okay, I'll just give it to him. But yeah.
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 So I'm on the East Coast. It's
Oh,
almost 12 for me.
Oh
So
Oh yeah,
yeah.
yeah. I don't want to
yeah,
inconvenience your time too much.
yeah,
So
yeah. Like
yeah.
I usually just go to bed at 12, so that's fine.
Okay,
Mhm.
okay.
Mm.
So similar thing as last time. What do you notice on our team?
So I think we played against these guys before, and we noticed the ZF pick.
Mhm.
That's also part of the reason why I went sword here, is because I wanted to zip the charger. But
Yeah.
I don't think it really worked out. You'll probably see in this game, but yeah,
They have 3 special charge too.
they have a lot of special output.
Okay, so the first thing I noticed on this team is the track. This map is very small. Well, the choke points are really small. So a weapon like a Tri, which has big AoE close up, is really threatening, along with fizzies. Fizzies are stupid. Like if you throw a fizzy in this area, it almost clears out the entire space here, because
Mm.
there's so much chipping puts down so much pain. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Mhm.
That's an idea
So-
that Nico can run now.
Yeah.
That's true. I do
Nico
also.
Nico plays try.
Yeah, I
Try
have a
is-
build for it.
Tri is very good on this map because
Okay.
small choke points and very good fizzy map.
Mhm.
I play like Machine or Luna, and I just sit from here and throw fizzies here. And once the enemy's like, okay, screw this, and they start moving away from this because there's nothing threatening me, I can just keep throwing fizzies until they move. Then I just go in. So
I think when I didn't go range here, but I did go range a couple times on this map. It's also very nice because
yeah,
it's just AoE through that choke. Yeah.
yeah, this map mode is very the AoE is really strong, especially sloshers and blasters do really
Okay.
well.
Yeah, I see that
Mm.
now.
Yeah, like give me the map. Okay, this choke point is awful to get through.
Yes.
So if you sit here with an AoE weapon, just AoE, the enemies will move at some point. And same thing on defense. If you sit here and AoE this corner, the enemies will move at some point. So it's just very strong. Bombs and AoE are stupidly strong on this map, man.
I just realized also our comp has like 3 burst bombs, so we're just
I
like
also
so
just
much on.
realized that.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
we are going for chip damage.
Yeah, which is very good. Like this comp, I'm looking at it, one burst bomb and a pencil shot, and they're dead. Well, they can be dead, is what I should probably say, because burst can technically do 25.
Oh, I guess what Neku wanted to know is how we should play into. Usually, Asa, this player that we're fighting, goes leader, and we aren't really sure how to play into the leader. So that was also another question they had, but yeah.
Don't fight the leader.
Okay.
Like it's really like that's really just the answer to it. You don't want to fight the leader until you can get close to the leader, right? Because it's just going to kill you unless you can reach it. So if you can't reach it, you don't fight it. You play around where it's not looking, and if you can't go anywhere, you throw bombs. That's it.
Okay.
It's a very polarizing weapon. I think I'm sure everyone knows this because of its range. So it controls so much of the map that it forces people to play slower and play safer. So you just throw bombs. Bombs are very safe. Like on this comp, I'm seeing where you throw bombs, you get Zuka, you Zuka the leader. You throw bombs, you vertical slash, you horizontal slash, you get Zipcaster, you Zipcaster the leader. You throw burst bombs, you paint your base, you crab the leader. You get cooler. Everyone gets cooler. You run at the charger. Like genuinely, that is a strat. Cooler makes it so it's really, really difficult for Charger to hit enemies. And then
Mhm.
even if the Charger does hit one enemy, there's two super fast enemies that's just gunning for the Charger. So they're most likely going to die. Especially if it's a leader that runs respawn punisher, that's going to be really risky. Does that make sense?
Mhm.
Yeah.
And whenever you watch the video, the participant who's not here, if you have any questions, just DM me. I'll probably answer it.
Oh, for
Not
Neku,
probably.
yeah.
Yeah. I will answer it, not probably answer it. Just if I'm in class, I probably won't, but I will get to it at some point. Okay. Anyways, continuing on. Unfortunate shot by the Charger. You know, the tries moving up. This one. Gets two. Yeah.
Ooh.
Nice.
Good pick. Wow.
Yeah. Like you recognize that there's going to be enemies coming this way. This corner is they need to clear it before rounding this corner because
Yeah,
this
that was
can
a
happen.
risky play on the other team's part, I'm realizing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like this could have worked if the tribe made sure to slosh over this wall and clear this, but since they didn't, they just get carbon. Yeah, the carbon's gonna win that like most of the time. So good play. Now this guy is a problem. Okay, you get through it.
Oh, I think
So-
also on Clan Blitz we struggle because we have
Clan.
trouble building balls. And
Yeah.
especially on, I think this match, there were a lot of opportunities for us to go in like now, but we don't get a push off.
Yes,
Yeah.
this map on clowns is you don't get many pushes. Like I'm looking at this right now and I'm thinking, okay, you can't push. This is my first thought. The charge since the choke point is small since the choke point is so small, the charger can throw a wall here and shut everything down. You need a special. And not just one special, you probably need two, maybe three specials to get to this stupid choke point. So right now I'm looking at this, I'm like, okay, paint this side, paint here, get clams, get specials, and then once everyone's ready, start pushing again.
Okay.
As for getting clams in general, it really just comes down to painting more. Every single person on the team should be painting the map. Doesn't matter what weapon you play, doesn't matter what role you play. If you have time, you paint the map. There's nothing bad that comes out of it except showing where you are. But if you show that if showing where you are is going to get you in trouble, you're not doing anything. You're in the fight. So everyone should be painting. Everyone should be getting clams. And once there's an opening, the person with the most clams, you can see it on the HUD, calls, I have this many, I need this many at a location. And people just start throwing them clams.
Okay.
That's how you make bombs.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah. I guess we do the first two parts. I think we don't call the location and that costs us time.
Yeah. It's like, I need you. Where? I'm here. Where's here? Is something I see a lot in the teams I coach. So like, for example, I'm in mid, I need two, and then people just throw clown them into mid. Like
Okay.
compare that to like saying, I'm behind you, throw me two clowns, as compared to I'm here, throw me two clowns, because the first one, who is you, right? So you just want to say location and how many you want, and people just throw clowns. That's ideally how it goes. And yeah, continuing on. Yeah, that's just a really nice shot.
Yeah. Oh, I think two of us go down here.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Ouch.
this shirt is good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're a very good Charger player. I think we scrimmed against them and then we fought them twice in the entrance exam. Yeah.
Oof.
They're very good.
Yeah.
I fed with them there.
Yeah, the carbon gets caught by strikes. Since it's crab, you don't want to push up,
Yeah.
and since you're man down, you don't want to pop special because no one can follow up on it.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
Zip is
think
a
in the moment I wanted to get rid of the crab or even kill the charger, but
yeah. It's not worth it.
yeah. Yeah.
Like if you pull it off, it's great, but it's like super high risk, moderate reward.
Mhm.
Because even if you get both the charger and the splashdown, there's two enemies that's right in front of your base. So it's you still need to fight these guys to actually break up properly. These guys were like back here, while these guys were up here. So the immediate threat was these guys. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
For Zip, you really want to use it with conjunction with something else, like a special, or all of your teammates moving up with it. Otherwise, the enemy's going to be like, "Oh, there's a Zip here. Everyone focus it. Okay, they're dead. Move on."
Okay.
So yeah, be careful of using Zip.
Yeah. That's something I do think Zip is still like the worst part of me playing Sword right now. It's just I'm still trying to figure out how to use it properly.
Yeah, it's hard. That
Yeah.
special is stupidly hard.
I know. Yeah.
Yeah, Carbon gets called out, gets picked. They don't have a ball yet, so you still have time. Nice pick. Nice pick. Okay, that was really close. So the splash drops here, and they should just climb back up as soon as you saw the sword find the try. Going around this way takes time, and in that time, the sword gets killed by the try.
Okay.
Like, good job finishing it off, but this could have been the sword being alive and the try being down.
Mhm.
Does that make sense? Like, it's really small. Like, this is still a really good fight that you guys took, but yeah, just be aware of it.
Okay.
And now you play the wait until the charger moves game. Yeah, okay. So, here, you guys actually could have pushed. Crafting.
Mm.
Very, very strong at clearing this checkpoint. Even if they have a wall, you can shred the wall and still pressure the charger.
Do I
And
wanna
yes,
Oh, do I wanna pop it from mid? Is
Yes.
that like kind of the crap spot? Okay.
uh, to push this choke point, yes.
Mhm.
The good crab spots on this map are on top of this glass.
Mhm.
If you want to take mid, if you want to take this elbow area, you want to pop it from mid or a little bit to the side of it, so you have a better angle.
Okay.
If you want to push this area, you want to pop it from here, or if you can't reach here, you want to pop it from here or on top of this glass.
Okay.
Hmm.
Getting on top of this glass is very, very strong that not a lot of people do. So highly recommend.
Yeah. I know we do that a lot when defending
Yeah.
because
That's my favorite defending spot.
yeah.
Yeah, it's a very good spot to be. You get to see a lot of the map. So okay.
Yeah, so I guess if I need to pop it in mid though, I'll just call like someone watch my right or something like
Yeah.
that. Like
One watch my right, someone watch my left, and then you pop it from the other side.
Mhm.
Or you can just pop it on the block, which
Okay.
also works. But yeah, pushed up too early. Gets picked up by the shot.
Mm.
So now getting away with carbon stuff again. But yeah, good follow up. Everyone moves up to the carbon. I see a lot of people just after the like the Slayer gets picks, they just don't move up with it at all. But every single person on the team, including the pencil, moves up. That's very good.
Yeah, that's remnants from my last team. We struggled with that a lot, so we like drilled into our heads to take space as soon as we could, and I kind of
Yeah,
made these guys do that too. But yeah,
that is very good. Very, very good. Yeah, because like this shouldn't have worked, but the fact that it did, you guys capitalized off of it really well. Oh, they got 2 picks, and they're looking at the carbon. I'm going to go flank. I'm going to go from the front. Oh, this Shiraz here. Kill him. Yeah. Yeah. Nice job. Now the problem is clown.
Mhm.
Mm.
Depends on 6. Splash has 3. Splash isn't crab, so he can't get the ball. So you really just have to hold. How the heck did you die?
I know.
I think the charger got an insane
yeah.
angle.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Oh my lord, yeah, that was crazy.
That's tragic.
But when was the zip pop? Sorry, pop here.
I think
Okay,
I
that's
saw the
really
charger, and I also, again, I wanted to kill them.
Mm.
Yeah, this would have been a really good zip, except the crab went down.
Okay.
You popped zip as the crab went down, so which is really unfortunate timing.
Hmm.
Because then there you have no follow up, and then you get killed.
I see. Yeah. I guess I should have backed up as soon, or at least just
Yeah.
stall for time as soon as I saw the crab go down.
Yeah, that would have been the optimal play, but you probably still would have died.
Oh boy.
Oh, no.
Is that Nico?
Yeah, it's Nico.
That's Nico.
Classic.
Classic.
I love
college.
on-campus housing.
Yeah. Okay, it's probably okay. We can keep going. You can look at this later.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, I'm so glad I'm not living on campus now. That should happen like every week.
God, yeah. Okay. But, okay. So, you're correct. As soon as you saw the crab thing go down, you should have stalled. Because the carbon has respawned at this time. And if you stalled and stayed alive, you guys still would have been able to hold the choke point. Because the carbon is... Like, the carbon could just use his paint and just stay here, wait for enemies to come, and kill them off respawn.
Hmm.
But yeah, carbon is flanking, I think, down. Yeah, but because of that, you kind of have to give up this choke point and reset back to mid, which sucks. like I said, getting a push on this map is really difficult, so you want to take every opportunity you can get. So yeah, really unfortunate of the timing of the crab and zip, but yeah. Now, dragon. Gotsuka. Guess nothing. What's happening here? Okay. Let's go back. So you jump to the carbon on the left side. You stay on the left side. You're sharking, waiting for a pick. And then you rotate underneath and jump out. So on this comp, the splash is the main painter. It's got it puts paint down on the map the fastest, and it also has crab dink, which on this comp will be your main entry tool. So you want to paint the map and get special so that your teammates can push.
Hmm.
Splash isn't an aggressive weapon by nature. It kind of doesn't have a good enough range to do fight well. So you want to make sure you're painting and getting special. Like painting this whole area probably would have been able to get crab tank, which would have been able to help push. But yeah, don't go on aggressive plays like this if there's not another painter on the team. Does that make sense?
Yeah. If there was another shot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shot, flash, zap, something like that.
Hmm.
Then you guys can switch support roles. so that one person can go aggressive while the other person plays support. Other person plays support.
I see.
Um,
Okay.
Yeah, but on this comp, you have Splash holds so much value that you don't want to play aggressively. And while that's happening, Zuka goes off. All three people get backed up, so you're not going to get any help. This shot just runs it down. Yeah. This fight isn't worth it. You're already one down, and you're technically two down because the Splash jumps out and it's not going to be relevant to the fight. So you can just back up. You don't have to take this fight. They don't have Zuka, so they can't really follow up on it. So if you just back up and shoot verticals, they can't peek this angle.
Okay, so I
You
should have
outrange them.
skirmished there.
Yeah,
Okay, gotcha.
exactly. Everyone's back. Crowd gets popped. Oh boy. Yeah. Unfortunate strike. Good pick. They score like. You should have fought this shot behind you. This was the immediate threat compared to the Charger. Good pick on the Charger. Just unfortunate that this guy managed to get the ball in. But not bad defense. This crab is correct. You should pop it. Ideally, it's like here, but it's a little too early. So like, if you're in this spot, you should pop it. Since you do have the carbon with you, that should be enough support. You get one unfortunate strike angle, from, and you get shredded by it. Carbon trade is try, I think. Yeah, but yeah, this is a decent defense. Does this prioritize that? You mess up who to prioritize, and that costs you the score. But other than that, it's very good. Nice follow up. Yeah. Yeah, nice. Yeah, don't force it. It's a shred charger. So you just throw bombs. You wait for specials. You don't want to push the charger. Nice pick. Now you can move up.
With my
a little
zip.
early on the zip.
Yeah.
It's a little early. Like you had the right idea, just a tad early.
Okay, gotcha. I think I also should have maybe zipped to the right first. At least.
Yeah.
I noticed
here.
here. I noticed this after like rewatching this on my own time. It's just I kind of zip straight at them, but I think I need to come at from an angle. But yeah.
Also, the other thing, if you're about to fight, you don't want to zip on the floor. Because that's a really easy angle to hit for most weapons.
Yeah.
But yeah. Other than that, what I mean by a tad early is there needs to be just a little bit more paint in mid before the zip gets popped.
So the teammates can move up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Splash is still painting mid so that everyone else can move up. So they get here in time that you die. This was really close for a very good push.
I see.
Oh, this Zuka pick by Neku.
Yeah.
Good pick.
Yeah. I'm surprised that didn't get called out. Yeah.
I think we called out to ignore it.
Yeah. That's the correct choice. I kind of wanted the last Zuka shot to be used on the track. But yeah, that's the correct option to do. Just ignore it. Just run forward. This guy isn't going to do much if they just stay here. Yeah, they jump out.
I think were we too fast to take that, or not fast enough?
Kind of. Yeah, it's a combination of both.
Okay.
So
I think we just hesitated too much then.
Yes.
Okay.
Like
So
at
we either
this
full
point,
send it or
someone,
not.
yes, someone needs to be here right now.
Okay.
Remember what I said about this map mode? You need choose 2, 3 specials, and then you can maybe score. This is exactly what I'm talking about. They just come back so fast. You guys got 3 down basically because of this jump out, and they're already here. Rage contest, and they get a pick. You need another special or be faster.
All right.
And since you guys weren't fast enough, you need to play slower. You need to, if as soon as you see this guy already here, you need to play slower and get specials. This whole area is free special points. This is even more free special points. So getting Zuka would have helped. Getting Crab would have helped. Does that make sense?
Yeah. All right.
So yeah, don't force it. Don't force it. And now you have to back up.
Neku had 7 clams there too. Oof,
You know, go for it.
unfortunate.
Yeah. Good trade, but still not really worth it since you guys are disadvantaged. Good jump out and good follow up on the jump out. That does get the try, which is their cooler
I think
option.
I also went for that zip kill because I also knew I had cooler.
Oh. That makes it better, but it's still not good.
Okay.
Because like you use one special, you have it back now, but you use one special, got one player out. Even if it's cooler, you're still out of the picture for a few seconds. And you guys are already in disadvantage, so like you need as much time, as much uptime as possible, if that makes sense.
Okay.
Right? Trading with cooler in general is good, but on this map mode, and since you guys are already down points, it's kind of risky. Is the crab? Yeah, crab is game popped. Yeah, okay. What's the issue with this?
There's still 2 people on the whatever it's called, street.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's another issue.
I think 2 of us are too far back. But
yes.
Yeah.
Zip gets popped. Crab gets popped. No one is taking space. The charger jumps out. You're firing the shot. The crab's pulling attention of two enemies, but there's no one pushing up. So, good pick, but 2 specials gets popped for 1 pick, and yeah, okay. That took a while, but you guys do get control of this area. But I don't think there's going to be a push because this shot is already back. You needed to save the Zuka so that you can kill the shot and the charger once you get to this area. Does that make sense?
Yeah. So we needed to stagger the specials more and also get more value out of them by pushing up with them. Okay.
Like ideally, this crab and the zips should have been enough to get this space, which would have allowed the carbon to move up here with Zuka, so that once these guys come out of spawn, they get Zuka and die. So then you can move up and score. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
This map is just really hard, really difficult to push in. Like good, like that's a really good job. You guys managed to score before you get killed by the shot. Nice, but this could have been a lot safer.
Also, like, wipeout means they come back really quickly.
Yeah, even before the basket closes, they're already in this choke point, and they have specials. You guys don't.
I think I also made a call out here where we just stall for time because yeah,
that's the correct call because you guys now have lead. You don't have to push. they have to push you guys, which means you guys can stay safe, throw bombs, and get specials.
All right.
You do get a pick. Good job. You can get another pick. Good. But also, your teammates are here. You're here. So you want to make sure that your teammates are with you. So you wait. You wait. You two need to move up.
Mhm.
The Charger's here. The max range is like here. So you can move up like around here. You're a stamper. If you just slash into like in this general direction, you're going to get value because if they get hit, that's a 70 damage chip damage. They have to back up. If it doesn't hit, you get paint down the map.
Hmm.
So they went 2 down. As soon as you saw that, you should have moved up and found where the Charger is, stay out of this range, and paint. Does
Yeah.
that make sense?
Yeah. I think I was worried about the Charger and I didn't know where they were. I don't know if we called out that. So
I think you can
Yeah.
see. Yes, the spot should be able to see the
okay,
Charger.
yeah. Yeah.
The Charger's like shooting shots right now.
Yeah.
Good pick.
I think I realized here that I can move up more. Wait,
Yeah.
I just realized this is the game we won. I wanted the game that we lost. Oh, okay, it's fine.
Like really good patience on this. Like really, really good. Like
Nico loves sharking.
guess one, guess two. Oh, I can't push this. I'm going to wait for my teammates. The teammate doesn't come, so they're like, okay, I'll just sit here. And then they just find the pick. Like that, most people will try to force it in this situation. Like they get impatient and try to move up like recklessly. But really nice job just waiting until the right opportunity comes up. But yeah, unfortunately you get punished, but that's the right idea. You did get one pick, which is great. And next time, call out that you need help. Because that probably would have made the Stamper and the Carbon just move up slowly, or at least throw burst bombs into mid so that you can move, which would have helped you out instead of forcing a trade. Does that make sense to everyone?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. The Charger is the furthest one up. I'm assuming the Carbon has Ninja Squid, so you can kind of just move around and get this guy because there's no one to help defend this guy right now. There's ample in the mid. And wow, they cleared it.
Oh yeah, this was super close, but we somehow managed to defend it.
Yeah, they forced it.
Yeah.
Yeah, they relied on movement and mechanics to get through it, which is kind of what happens on this map.
Mhm.
It's not even their fault. It's just the map thing.
Yeah.
That's just what
Structure of the map.
happens. Yeah, but yeah, overall pretty good game. Special coordination and timing was a little off. I'm assuming it's a call outs thing. That's the big thing. I think it is. Like I don't have the recording of the actual game, like what calls are being made, so I can't really tell. But that's why I think it is.
Oh, I did stream this game, so that is something I can give you next time. But
Okay, yeah, that will be appreciated.
Okay, cool.
But
yeah.
You said you guys formed like January.
I think we officially formed in November, but we like seriously started practicing in January.
This looks very good for that short amount of time.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
Like, I coach a couple of different teams. I wouldn't be surprised if you guys went even with them.
Oh, thank you.
That first game on Maki, this KSU, KC Wild Sharks, they were Div 2 last season.
Oh, really?
Oh.
Yeah.
Mm.
What?
Okay.
Yeah.
I knew our skill was around like CCA Div 3, but yeah, okay. Cool.
Yeah.
Confidence boost.
Like you guys are doing good. Keep doing what you're doing. But make sure you work on call outs.
Yeah,
Big thing.
definitely.
Mhm.
But yeah. Any other questions, guys?
Not on my end.
Oh, I
No.
do have one more question. For on Robo Ramen, since it
Yeah.
requires so many specials to get through, do you think it would probably be worth running something besides Carbon?
I think the carbon is fine because how well it does on that map.
Hmm.
If anything, I would switch the stamper to like Neo Stamper.
Okay.
Although Zip is still fine on that map. If it's just like if you want more like consistent holding power, I would switch Neo Stamper.
Okay.
I still think Thermal Stamper is fine though, so it's just a preference thing.
Okay.
Otherwise, maybe if you're gonna run Neo Stamper, maybe switch the splash to shot. That's about it. I think the comp is actually just fine.
Okay. Yeah. I mean,
Hmm.
no other questions, guys?
Nope.
Okay.
Nope. Bees.
Thank you so much for your time.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. I think, well, this session was mostly to see like if we liked you as a coach. And
Yeah.
at least I haven't
Me
said
or-
anything, but I do. But yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Mm.
the way we schedule is just by a weekly basis. I have them fill out a form and all that, and then we see when we
Yeah.
can meet. So I'll probably just reach out to you every week and see when you can meet. If not, that's
Alright.
okay. But yeah, like weekly, bi-weekly was my idea for
Yeah.
us. But yeah.
I play this game or like at least do something related to the game like a lot. I play like 2 scrims a day.
Oh damn.
Right.
Whoa.
Yes.
I play like 2 scrims a day. I watch VODs. I coach like 3-4 different teams, 5 individuals or something. It's like I will make time. Just let me know.
Okay, cool. Awesome.
Mm.
Yeah. But yeah, I'll just definitely around like Sunday, Monday is when I like finalize our schedule for that week. And
Alright.
then I'll reach out to you probably. And we
Alright.
usually meet like
Sounds good.
2 to 3 times. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Awesome. Thank you.
Thank
Much
you.
appreciated.
Thank you.